Hey guys, welcome back. Well, as you've seen, it's that time of year again for us. And yes, what you saw is boiler wood being brought over. I cut all this stuff down and up today. There's another tote over by the new pill building, but this will be what we start with in the big old boiler here. So I think tomorrow, well, it will be tomorrow, I'm gonna fire her up, get her going, turn on a couple pumps. One will be for the house loop for the hot water, the other one will be for the kiln. So as of tomorrow, you saw the 5 totes we put into the kiln. We're going to be starting to dry, and we're going to start with all the oak that I have cut and split that's been sitting there. So the stuff we just put in there, I want to say we cut and split that back in November, maybe. Yeah, about November. So hopefully, it's probably dark now, but so we got 5 in there. It's all red oak, white oak, a little bit of pin oak in there. So as you can tell, there's some cracks in there, but she's not. I mean, this stuff, actually this feels pretty dry, but I know it's not though. I mean, that's a lot heavier. So as we all know, 8 months or so is not long enough. 8 or 9 months is not. I mean, even though that stuff is split a little bit smaller, it's still good size wood for home heating. But so I'm hoping I only got to dry that for 3 to 4, maybe 5 days. It'll probably be 5 days. That's just how efficient it is. It's about 5 days and it's good. Depends on how long it's been, you know, seasoning or air drying. So we'll get that up and running tomorrow. I extended this vent yesterday, so now instead of it just dumping out the side, now it should be coming out the top, which will kind of be nice. It'll be kind of cool when it gets cold out and see all that steam and hot air coming out, all the water coming out of the wood. So start that. So it'll be just a constant rotation of wood in, wood out. Because, I mean, we're already in the middle of July, and I start delivering a lot of wood beginning of August. It's really kind of the middle, depends on the year. But last winter, as we all know, it was really cold. So that boiler is going to be running from, as of tomorrow, all the way through the burn season. So it'll probably be all the way through March, maybe April, because I have a lot of wood to dry. So my goal is to continue to cut dead wood around the property until it starts getting cold, where my demand is extremely high. What else did I do? So yesterday I adjusted the door, so now she closes really tight. I mean, yeah, I should clean this up a little bit, but it's a boiler. So, I mean, you can tell it all kind of change when it heats up. The metal expands and whatnot. So now, I mean, she was good before, but on the initial start of a burn, you would see a little bit of smoke coming out. So we'll see. As you can tell, a little bit of condensation, moisture comes out of there. So it's not bad. I mean, once the fire gets going, you don't even notice anything because it all just goes up. So yeah, because I want to just keep cutting down, you know, dead stuff. Like pole building's way over there, you know, like that ash tree there, some other stuff. Ash tree way over there, and we got woods all the way over there too, so on down over there. To try to just kind of keep nitpicking at stuff to get it to get us roughly 3 more months before we, you know, it's burn season, before we start tapping into our stock. Now, and I know some of you are going to be like, that's a lot of wood. There's like, this should easily get us through the winter, right? No. You know, there's, I don't know how many totes here. What do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 deep here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's roughly probably 55 totes here. You know, say they're a quarter of a cord, do the math on that. 10, 11, 12 full cords of wood. Some of you be like, that's a lot of wood to burn, but it is, but it isn't. You know, when you're heating I don't know, what, 12 to 15,000 square feet plus a snow melt system plus the kiln. I mean, we're gonna go through more than that. So like I said, my goal is to continue to keep cutting stuff down. The only good thing is, I remember last year, it doesn't burn that much this time of year. Obviously, like today was like 86 degrees, right? It doesn't burn that much. If anything, it idles all day. So the kiln needs to run for that to work. It'll just go out. I don't care how dry your wood is. I mean, this is elm. We all know it looks dry, but in the inside it's going to be a little wet. This is ash over here. These big pieces, I know, like here's the notch that I knocked out. I mean, it feels pretty dry, but you put your hand out long enough, you can feel the moisture. So it'll be fine though. I mean, once I get it going, I'll just have the bare minimum amount of wood in there just to keep it going. So yeah, burn season starts tomorrow for us here. Kind of excited. I mean, it took me a few weeks when we shut it down to like get over the fact of coming out here twice a day or checking on it or whatever that may be. So it'll be nice to get her going again. Smell the nice wood burning smoke wise. So it's, you know, and it's another good thing is I don't mind starting it now, because say I had an issue, you know, where one of the pumps didn't work, I can at least, you know, spare a couple days to get a new pump ordered, get it in, but it should be fine. You know, check the water level. I know it's going to be down a little bit. It's been sitting dormant for so long, and it was kind of getting a little bit low last year at the end of the burn season. So, but yeah, so we'll get that fired up. As soon as she's almost up to temp, I'm going to fire the kiln up, make sure everything's running. All my monitoring system, the programmers, all that's running, all the fans, the vents, the intake vent, everything works. And we'll be back to kiln drying. So it's nice though, because it keeps the rhythm going, keeps the motivation up to make wood, dry wood, sell wood. So, but yeah, so yeah, that'll be back to the daily routine on that, amongst everything else that we do. So, but yeah, let me know if you know, because when I had my G series, my gasification boiler, the day I started that up, it ran for what, 2 full years non-stop. I mean, we burned in the summer to heat the hot water, and then eventually once I got the kiln going, it did that. So, but yeah, how many of you guys still have your boilers going just for your hot water or pool or hot tub or whatever? I'm curious. I mean, like I said, I do miss it, but you do go through a good amount of wood, so you better have a pretty good source. And that's another thing. I think moving forward, a lot of my tree jobs, I'm going to start bringing back wood. Most of the time, if it's garbage wood, when I say that, like spruce, pine, box elder, soft maple, we'll usually chip it up. The smaller stuff, the bigger stuff, I will bring back for boiler wood. But I may start keeping, you know, spruce and pine, I usually just let her fly right through the chipper. If I have to, I'll rip it in half, send it. I may start bringing that back, running it through the 4-way or something, let it dry, and just continue my stock and just keep it going. We'll see. I mean, it adds time at the job, it adds work, it adds wear and tear on the chipper doing that, but it adds time taking it back and having to mess with it again. So I don't know, it's kind of a win-win, lose-lose at the same time. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. You think I'm crazy to fire up the boiler when it's 85, 90 degrees and get the kiln going? Or do you think it's just a part of business? Because that's how I look at it, as that's a business asset as much as it is a necessity to heat the home and shops and so on, and, you know, help run the firewood business. So it makes sense in my book. Not only that, yeah, people can say it's a lot of electricity, but the solar offsets a lot of that. So it makes us money, it saves money at the same time. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. But as always, keep burning.